Hi. So yeah, this is just me recording video. I guess I asked some of my Facebook friends if they would be interested in listening to me ramble about video games because I do it a lot, and I think part of it is also so I won't do it to my friends all the time. This way they can be like, "Oh yeah, Nedu, I listen to you talk about video games," but they're really not. Anyway, it's not that it matters. Yeah. So here's my first recording. Um, Actually, I wanted to talk first about Ninja Turtles before I talk about video games. Um, it's interesting because, as we all know, Michael Bay is making a Ninja Turtles movie, and that is kind of a big deal for a lot of people because Ninja Turtles is part of a lot of our generation's childhood and stuff like that. So we already ruined Transformers for a lot of us, so people are very concerned about Ninja Turtles. So, as some of you may know, I am a huge Ninja Turtles fan. Obviously, I'm not the hugest. I'm not super familiar with a lot of the older comic books, but I do very much enjoy the franchise, and people often ask me what I feel about it. Like, they're like, "Oh, Nettie, are you worried about the new Ninja Turtles movie? Michael Bay's gonna go ahead and rape our childhood yet again." Um, yeah, short answer is honestly, I don't care. The long answer is no, not really. Honestly, I think a lot of the problem with Michael Bay and taking hold of the franchise we know and love as Ninja Turtles is that for a lot of people, there isn't really a lot of Ninja Turtles content for them to absorb. And if they want Ninja Turtle stuff, they want it to be of a good quality. They want it to reflect what they love about the Ninja Turtles. And if Michael Bay's treatment of Michael Bay's treatment of the past Transformers movies is any indication, there's a good chance that he won't really handle the source material with a lot of care. I totally understand that. But I think the issue for me, though, however, is that there is a lot of great Ninja Turtles content to absorb right now. I mean, there's a lot of great Ninja Turtles stuff that's out there that I think is so of such a high quality that I'm not really worried about that movie. If that movie disappoints me so much, that I've got a whole bunch of other stuff to absorb as far as Ninja Turtles goes. Uh, you know, I think that's a lot of a problem because I guess a lot of people I talked to that watched the 1987 cartoon aren't really aware of some of the stuff that's out there. So I just want to say, like, no, there's great Ninja Turtle stuff out right now. Like, there's fantastic stuff. Um, well, right now there is a cartoon that started that's done by Nickelodeon. Started in 2012. It's really, really good. Lots of people, including myself, were a little bit leery towards it because it was 3D animated and the turtles looked kind of different. And you know, yeah, and also, I mean, it threw me for a loop that Donatello in the new series is actually voiced by the guy who voiced Raphael from the 1987 cartoon. So that kind of, hearing that voice on Donatello was a little bit jarring for me. But really, the show is of a really good quality. Like, the action scenes are incredible. They're so well done. The fights are amazing. The background music is really cool and really fits the mood and tone of the show. The humor, fantastic. It is funny. It's really funny. Obviously it's a show for kids, so it's very PG. It's very all ages. But they put in enough stuff for the old fans of the series to really appreciate. So it's quite good. It's fantastic. If you haven't seen that show, I would highly recommend it. And that show's been signed on for not 2 seasons, but 3 seasons already. So by the time this Michael Bay whatever movie comes out, this show's still gonna be on. And hopefully, it'll still be just as good. Also, I mean, a lot of people actually missed the 2003 cartoon. Um, that show gets a kind of a bad rap because it was actually produced by 4Kids, the people that brought us such wonderful dubbing as let me think. We got Kirby Right Back at Ya, Shaman King, which was actually pretty good, but nobody believes me, and the infamous One Piece dub. That's the topic for another time. All I have to say is Sanji with a sucker rather than a cigarette. Ugh, it was so bad. Anyway, but the 4Kids Ninja Turtles cartoon was really good. I think lots of people didn't quite watch it because it came at a weird time, especially for fans of the 1987 cartoon. That show was in 2012. It was like people, my age weren't really watching that show, but somehow I tuned in because I like cartoons because I'm a man child. But I would never admit that out loud or online. But yeah, that show took actually a lot of direct storylines from the old comic books and adapted them to TV. Of course, the show was pretty corny because it was all ages, but they did a really good job of totally taking the storylines right from the comic books and putting them into the show. Obviously, they made a lot of changes here and there, but yeah, there were specific storylines that they lifted completely, and they did a great job of adapting them. That show was obviously pretty hit and miss, as many 4Kids cartoons would be. The episodes that were bad were really bad, but the episodes that were good had pretty good storylines, and the action scenes of that show were really good. I mean, honestly, the action scenes of that show put the 1987 cartoon quite to shame, to be honest. I mean, I haven't watched the whole series yet, but I kind of went back and watched a bit of it, and let me tell you, that show does not quite hold up as much as you thought. I mean, the first few episodes were actually pretty good. I believe they were actually done by Toei Animation, who Japanese animation studio that did Dragon Ball Z. They were pretty cool, but then later on, there's a lot of them making corny jokes and throwing things at bad guys. It's kind of strange. Um, but yeah, it's still though. I mean, obviously that show's a part of our childhood, and Michael Bay's treatment of it is worrying a lot of people. I guess my one worry with my one huge problem with the movie has to be with them casting Megan Fox as April O'Neil. Now, before you're like, oh, everybody, we all hate Megan Fox, she's the worst. I don't know her. I don't care. If she's like, I'm not concerned with her being horrible or being stupid or whatever. I honestly don't care at all. She's an actress. She needs to work. That's fine. She wasn't great in Transformers, but really nobody was. And she was in Jennifer's Body, which actually isn't a terrible movie, but it's totally forgettable. But yeah, the thing about her is that that's kind of just stunt casting. They pretty much the movie's got a bit of bad PR because it's taken them so long to roll it out, and the script was rejected because apparently it was pretty bad, and now they're trying to do the script again. But casting her is just like, oh hey, what guy people like Megan Fox? We'll just put her in the movie to get seats in the chair, get people in the chairs. Yeah, I don't know, man. Like, I don't think she really encapsulates the character of April O'Neil. I know there's been various incarnations of her, but really, I really don't think she's the Megan Fox. I mean, all people are going to be seeing is Megan Fox. Nobody's going to be seeing April O'Neil. I mean, I think either Elizabeth Olsen or Anna Kendrick would have been significantly better choices for that character. So it's a little disheartening, but really, again, whatever. That's me. I just don't care. And the other thing, actually, regarding Ninja Turtles, is that there's an amazing IDW run of Ninja Turtles comics right now. They're fantastic. Again, they took another reboot of the series. The origin story is, different as it often is with a reboot. But for the most part, it's the same. I mean, there's a certain origin story you have to have with Ninja Turtles. But they also did a really cool take on the fact that the characters all started off wearing the red headbands rather than having their own individual colors. They did a pretty cool cool take on that. And, I'm glad they eventually did change to having their own individual colors, because I'm not going to lie, it's kind of hard to tell who they are when they're not holding weapons. Yeah, that's right, I said it, it's true. All turtles look alike, because I'm racist against mutant turtles. It's terrible. Anyway, that's pretty much it. Ninja Turtles. Honestly, if you're that concerned about the movie being bad, check out what else there's out there as far as Ninja Turtles goes. There's some great stuff. The new comic book is fantastic. The 2003 cartoon's pretty good. The current cartoon is fantastic. It's really good. I'd say it's definitely even better than the 2003 cartoon and better than the 1987 cartoon, at least at this point. It's only in season 1, so it's still new. So check it out. Yeah, so Ninja Turtles. Fantastic. So that's it. Hopefully next video I want to talk a little bit about the new BioShock, because that's coming out. I've been playing the old one. It's really fun. Alright guys, thanks for watching. We'll talk later.